Time for us to switch gears. We're talking some weather and some cold weather at that, Hannah.
Hey there, Latrice. Got some of these chilly conditions, and it doesn't help that we have some very heavy clouds across large portions of our viewing area. So it just kind of feels wintry outside. Right now we're sitting at 43 degrees here in Chattanooga. Around our viewing area, we are sitting there in the lower 40s, upper 30s for the higher elevations. With the wind chill effect, it is feeling like 37 degrees here in Chattanooga, and across our region, similar conditions. The lowest temperature looks like 32 degrees there in Altamont, which is a little warmer than what it was feeling like yesterday. And mostly this is because there is less of that sunshine to kind of counteract the those gusty breezes. While we're not seeing major wind gusts, you know, it was similar this time yesterday, but since there's really those heavier clouds, it's making things feel colder than it actually is. But high temperatures today likely going to get up to around 47 degrees here in Chattanooga. Around the region, the upper 40s, possibly the lower 50s. But as if that really heavy cloud deck continues, then those temperatures are going to struggle to get into the upper 40s. We're looking at anywhere between 1/4 of an inch to 1/2 inch of rainfall across portions of our viewing area as we get this system working in tonight. So let's take a look at timing and where we could see a little bit of a wintry mix, or that snow line. So heading into 4:30, again, we should stay nice and dry. Here comes that line of just pure rainfall, cold rain moving in. But you'll notice around 7 o'clock tonight, some spots across the Sequatchie Valley, we're talking around Grundy and some of the surrounding counties, could get a little bit of a wintry mix as well in there, mixed in with some of that rain and maybe even a few pockets of heavier rainfall. So that's for our far northern counties, maybe around 7, 8 o'clock. You see, though, that it stays a little farther up to the north where you really see that wintry mix. But in those spots where you see that pink, can't rule out there could be a little bit of sleet, maybe even some very, very light accumulation of iciness. So do keep that in mind. But again, this is mostly going to turn back to rain, not going to cause widespread issues. But farther up to the north, areas like, my hometown up there in Middle Tennessee by the Cumberland Plateau, they have winter weather advisories because they could see a little bit more of that coating, possibly black ice, and maybe, a little coating of that snowfall as well. But this should all push out of our viewing area by around, we're seeing this as this works overnight tonight. That's going to kind of start to work its way out of the viewing area. But you see that it's still kind of funneling in some of that wintry mix farther up to the north of us. So again, most of us, I'd say 98% of us are just going to see that heavy or just some widespread rainfall. 2% of us, could see a little bit of that wintry mix. We'll stay nice and dry heading into your Friday. A few scattered chances for rain are going to pop up heading into your Saturday, but overall looks like it's going to be a nice and drier weekend, with those rain chances possible heading into your Sunday. But you'll notice we're going to stay chilly on the chillier side, below average temperatures, highs in the 40s and lower 50s, lows in the 30s. Back to you, Latrice.